Okay, well, while we're still inside, we'll look at the undercarriage. You'll also notice there's a light underneath the bumper. So you got light while you're loading, the patient in, which is pretty cool if you're in a kind of rural area where it's really dark. But, boy, I don't know how well we're going to be able to see. The fuel tank has a skid plate over it, but let me go like mid chassis and look under. I think we'll be able to see better. I got this glare coming in from the door. Alright, let me get under here. You can see, really nice shape, no rust. You can see mine all the way backed out. Kind of see the muffler's in great shape, drive shaft's in great shape. Everything's really nice. Not corroded. And you can see that axle back there, F450 axle. It's huge, much bigger than the F350, and certainly bigger than the F250. All right, let's look at the motor. Oh, wait, let's look at the tires also. I think you got a shot. The tires are in nice shape. The ones up in front have a different tread. You can kind of see the suspension in there, and there's no rust. Everything looks nice there. And let me pop the hood. We'll look at the motor real quick. Okay. Here's our motor. Sounds great. It's got huge power. I drove this thing from South Carolina to Los Angeles without any issues at all. It hauls butt. It's got a lot of great features, and we're going to go over, I'll tell you about some of that stuff as soon as we get in the cab. But it's very clean. We don't clean motors because if you start spraying gunk or degreaser on stuff, then you get rid of the good grease that's on the belts and pulleys, and then you start getting squeaks and stuff. So we haven't done anything to this, you can kind of tell. So there's the motor. Okay. I just turned it around. It's easier to do this if we're inside. You can see here's our dash. Let me see if I can zoom in on the mileage there. And you can see we're looking at 232,427. It's 97 degrees outside, a little warm. No check engine light, no service engine soon light. This is, the F series have a turbo gauge. The vans, no matter what year they are, do not have that. It's a pretty cool gauge to have. But super nice layout up here. I really like the 2013. I think the 2012 is like this also. Actually, the 2010 may have started like this. I can't remember. But everything works the way it should. Our AC, this thing has ice cold AC. So you turn your speed selectors right here. Here's the thermostat over there. You can probably hear that coming out. That works great. It also has the auxiliary switches, but they're just not connected to anything. But if you wanted to put some LED floodlight stuff on like the bumper or something, you could tie it into that. Let me turn that down so you can hear me. AM FM radio. Okay, wait, hold on a second. We can't. That's better. All right, there's that. Let's see what else. This is, check out the mirrors. Okay, now look at the mirrors. These are pretty trick. Okay, so obviously you can see that that mirror is moving, just the top portion. The bottom one is fixed. Okay, you can see that does that, but watch this. Okay, you can Look at that. It's the whole thing slides in if you want it to go further out. Same thing over there. You can slide it in or slide it out. And then if you look at the glass over there, I'll move that around also. You can see that that works the way it should. Super cool. And then also, you know, it has that little icon in the corner of the mirror. If there's a vehicle on that side, it'll light up orange and let you know, hey, there's you can hear the air compressor kick in. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else. There's a whole bunch of features that you can toggle through on the steering wheel as far as like, well, let's see. If you look at the center, you know, you can do your trip stuff. It'll show you 74 miles to empty. You'd show you what your gas mileage was based on the way I was driving this thing. It was 8.7 average. You can do a timer. I don't know why you'd want to do a timer. I don't know. The exhaust filter is 40% full. Now that is the one that's connected to the exhaust, and you can turn it off. It's self-cleaning. So when it gets full, it just goes into cleaning mode and it does it itself. That's separate from the DEF fluid filter. Let's see, our windshield wipers. Whoops, no, that's our bright lights are. How do we do? Oh yeah, how do we do the? Okay, you can see there's the water spraying out, and then that's the super fast speed, and then there's a bunch of different speeds in between. There's that. Okay, down here are okay, there's a spotlight switch. You'll notice in our center console there's a spotlight here. So where is it? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. So you can see we got a spotlight if you're trying to find an address, light something up. You can probably see out the front. We'll get out and look at that, the lights, in a second. But there's for that wig wag. So you got the headlights going back and forth. There's a couple of spares. You can dump from up front. You can dump the rear airbag, and then oh, you'll like this. Let me put my window down. It's got air horn. If you want the Freightliner horn, it's got that, and that's the switch right there. So it's got regular Ford horn, and then if we turn on our siren, it's got the you know, kind of the police sounding air horn. So you got 3 horns to choose from, and then all of our non-emergency stuff like the floodlights. You can turn off the AC from up here. You can turn off the rear dome lights from up here. Our siren. So let me put my window up because I don't want to blow my ears out. But there's whale, yelp. So there's that, and then there's an adjustment here for the volume because it's got a PA, and I will put my door down, or my window down for that. So you can do testing, 1, 2, 3. And that is the hand mic is there, and then you can adjust the volume. That wasn't even all the way loud. So there's your options for that. I'm trying to think, is there any other Ford stuff up here? I mean, it's got, you know, power door lock. Oh yeah, the window. So, you know, we got windows. There, you could do the auto where you just push it and it goes down on its own. There's that side. Very fast and responsive. But it's very quiet in here. Oh, the upholstery. We're going to go over the upholstery. I'm going to put this thing in the sunlight. You can also see there's a gauge there that shows we got 13.5 volts in our battery. So we got fully charged batteries. There's just 2, and they're both under the hood. This thing doesn't require a lot because everything's LED, including the dome lights in the patient compartment. So it doesn't have like a bank of 3 batteries in a side compartment. It just has the 2 that are under the hood. I think that's kind of everything. So I'm going to stand by. I'm going to back this thing into the sun, and then we're going to kind of start the video from there. I'll see you in a minute. Let me light it up real quick and show you. Let me fire it up. Oh yeah, and I didn't do the one thing I do need to do. The seats. It doesn't have cloth, which is great. It has vinyl. And they are mint condition. There are no tears on either one of them. And a nice center console. So let me just let me fire this up, and you can hear it kick on to life. Okay, and then let me turn on the emergency stuff. Let me turn on the load and floodlights also. All right, now let's go take a look. You can see it's got a lot of stuff going on here. It's got red and white lights. So we got red, they're all wheeling lights also. So we got red wheeling lights in the grill. You can see the headlights, we got the wig-wag going on. Then on the front fender, we've got split white and red, which are really cool. I like those. Then we got a light bar that's got white and red LEDs that are doing various things. Above that, there's the 9x7 lights that are flashing. And then it's got the turn signals that are up there, so you can see those really well. Those go in addition to the ones down here. And then on the side, we've got the red 9x7s. We've got really cool side floodlights. There's 3 rows. There's 3 banks of lights in there, so that'll put out a lot of light. Then in the back, we've got the red not 3x7, they're 9x7s. There's a amber 9x7 in the center. You can see the LED load lights, the clear ones there. And then we've got 4 turn signal lights. So people should definitely see you turning, plus the mirror has a turn signal indicator on the side. You'll also notice, this is pretty cool, these little tiny little LED lights, and the same ones are on when you turn the headlights on. The license plate lights are like that also. Then we've got the red 9x7s on the corners, and then we've got the side load lights over there. Everything works. And I already kind of did a siren toot when we did the inside. You can see that there's air horns in the front bumper. And yeah, I mean, this thing, it's deployment ready. It's ready to run calls right now. Let's go for a quick test drive, because I'm actually going to a baseball game in about 2 hours. So I got to wrap this up and go do that baseball game. All right, stand by 1 sec. I got to grab something, then we'll do a test drive.